Hi, my name is Vickie and I am going to show you 6 different exercises that you can do to create a really great core strengthening program. So we're going to demonstrate with the ball for a lot of these exercises, but I'm also going to demonstrate without the ball. So either number 1, you don't have a ball at home, or number 2, if the ball is just too challenging, I can show you an alternate way to kind of take regression or to your needs. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to actually sit on our ball. So we're going to take a seat. I'm going to show you from the side profile. You want to make sure that you're sitting up nice and tall, so you're lifting up through the chest, drawing the shoulders back and down. And then what you want to do is just you want to lift up one arm. Maybe take one arm at a time. Or then maybe you start to lift opposite arm and opposite leg. So again, this might seem a little challenging. So if it's too challenging, you can do this without the ball. You just slide the ball to the side. And you stand up nice and tall again, drawing the shoulders back, and you lift one arm, and then you brace the core nice and tight as you lift the opposite leg. So again, opposite arm, opposite leg. So that's exercise number 1. Number 2, again, we're going to use the ball. We're going to lie on the ball all the way back to where our shoulders and our head is protected. So you want to draw your chin in, relax. And you want to put weight in one of your heels. And you want to just start to squeeze through that glute. Once you feel steady, you can start to lift the opposite leg. So as you can see, my balance is not very good today. Again, just draw it nice and tight. Maybe you just start to lift the heel, and then maybe you just start to lift the opposite leg. So you might feel some shaking, you might feel some instability, and that's okay. The more that you do these, the stronger you will get. So that's exercise number 2. The third one we're going to show is called a quadruped. So I'm going to start actually this quadruped right now on the floor instead of using the ball. So you're going to come down to hands and knees. You're going to make sure that your knees are right underneath your hips and that your hands are right underneath your shoulders, drawing the shoulders back. And maybe you start to lift one arm at a time. That's the most basic. And then you can start to lift opposite hand and opposite foot, squeezing through the glutes and lifting up through the chest. So if you want a little bit more challenge, again, you can come onto your ball. We're going to do the same thing. You're going to make sure that your hands are underneath your shoulders. So draw the shoulders away, relax. Chin is tucked, eyes are forward. You can start by lifting one hand. And then if you're ready, you can take opposite hand and your opposite foot, making sure that you brace to the core nice and tight and that you squeeze the glutes as you lift the legs into the sky. So that's the third exercise. The fourth is absolutely one of my favorites. It's called bridge on the ball. So you want to lay down on your ball. So you want to lay on the floor. You want to start with your heels. Maybe you start with your heels close to your bottom. And you really dig your heels into the ball as you start to squeeze your bottom and lift your hips into the sky. And then you slowly just start to lower back down, one vertebrae at a time. So again, squeeze up and then lower down. So if the ball is too much, if you felt a little shaking, you can put your heels again close to your bottom and you can start to lift up into regular bridge. So again, driving through the heels, lifting the hips as high as they can go, really squeezing through the glutes, and then slowly start to lower down. So the 5th exercise I'm going to show, we're going to start with the ball, but it's basically going to be ball squats. Place the ball on the wall, and you just walk yourself back. So you want to slide yourself down to where the shoulder blades are resting on the ball. And as you lower down, you want to make sure that your knees are in line with your ankles, and you want to lower down to where your bottom is about right at hip line or knee line, and then you drive straight up. So you want to make sure that when you drive up, that you are driving through your glutes. You're driving straight up, so we're not pressing all of our weight into the ball, but more all of our weight is going to be in our heels. So if the ball is too challenging, you can do one of 2 things. So if you have a door at home, maybe your front door that doesn't have any kind of decorations on it, but it's nice and flat, you can actually lay yourself on the wall and you can start to slide up and down. I don't have a door to show you, but I can show you an isometric contraction on the wall. So again, you just lower yourselves down to where your bottom is just above the knee line, drawing the shoulders back. Again, squeezing into your heels. You might feel some heat in your quads, in your hamstrings, and in your bottom, and you just hold for about 20 to 30 seconds. Again, drawing the core in nice and tight, and then you just slide off. The last and final exercise I'm going to show you will require an exercise tube. You can get this Target at Walmart. So it's just a light, long tube with 2 handles. We're going to take a row with the tube. So I'm going to show you from side profile. You're going to take the tube right underneath your hips, and you're going to crisscross the handles right in front. Starting with your hips or chest nice and lifted, you're going to hinge down, and you're going to touch your fingertips to the top of your knees. Now you want to make sure that you are lifted in the chest, not rounded but not arched. And you want to take your elbows at 90 degrees, giving a nice good squeeze in between the shoulder blades, and then slowly lowering down. Good, so lifting up and then lowering down. Good, so I showed you 6 different exercises. Now you can, if you would like to create a really good program, you can set your timer either on your phone or on the microwave, and you can alternate through these 1 minute each for about 3 times, and that'll give you about 18 minutes of really good core strengthening exercises. So thank you, and I hope you enjoyed it.